This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 10th of November. I'm Michael Groff. The holiday weekend looking nice. Temperatures warming up, though, over the next few days, with highs getting well back into the 80s, but dry conditions will prevail. However, a much advertised pattern change is looking more and more likely as we get out toward the latter part of next week. Increasing clouds, temperatures headed down, and yes, chances of rain. In fact, this might even be a significant precipitation event. What? Yeah, we'll talk about it here as we dive in. But first, before we do that, it is Friday, and that means it's Photo Friday here, and that's where we take a look at some of the photos and or videos that you guys have submitted. And first up, David Parnell, last weekend at the time, Coronado High School, the place, high school football, the 1A semifinals. And look, the weather, it's been warm, but we have finally seen a break here in the heat. And so that should make high school sports that much more enjoyable, especially in the evening hours. Boy, it's just been absolutely delightful. Temperatures dropping into the 60s shortly after sunset the last couple of nights. That's been fantastic. Then, this is from Joe on his way back from Maine. This is in Colorado. This is Pikes Peak. And you can see a little bit of light snow up there on the mountains. It's a sign of things to come. Yes, we are transitioning toward winter, and the Rockies have already seen some snowfall, and that's good news. And then this is from Chris Martin, his cabin in Ash Fork. Look at that. This is from the other evening. I believe this is from Wednesday night as our trough was coming on through. A few clouds out there, just delightful. And the fall weather, the beautiful fall weather will continue. And that's it. Photo Friday. We do it each and every week. You want to submit your photos or videos to me, you can do so by sending them to my email address, groffshow@gmail.com. That is groffshow@gmail.com for Photo Friday. All right, getting into it here, the almanac from yesterday. Gorgeous day, 79 degrees the afternoon high, 56 was the morning low. Now, that's at Sky Harbor. Some of us dipped down into the upper 40s yesterday morning. Just fantastic. And that's pretty much right in line with those averages of 80 and 56. And we are over 3 inches of rain behind from where we should be, the departure from normal there. And that's, hopefully we can cut into that deficit late next week. We'll talk about it in a second here. Looking outside right now here at 6:55 a.m., we've got clear sky. And we've got 55 degrees at Sky Harbor. It is bone dry, though. Dew point at 17. Humidity 22%. It's a calm wind, and the barometer 29.98 inches and rising. Upper level weather pattern across the nation shows that trough continuing to sit out here over the western states, and so temperatures just slightly below average. And we'll see a slow warming trend going into the weekend with high pressure trying to build back in. That will be relatively short-lived, however. Watch warning map. We've got some high wind watches for parts of Montana, some wind issues across parts of the Northwest. Otherwise, this map is actually pretty quiet for this time of year. Really no high impact events ongoing. Same thing with the convective outlook. No organized severe weather around the nation. We all know that sometimes, especially in the southern plains or the southeast U.S., we can see rounds of severe storms this time of the year, but we're just not going to see that. Not for a while. All right, let's take a look at the precipitation outlook. This is valid through Friday morning of next week. And boy, we've got some color on this map, huh? Rain amounts in Phoenix, 1/4 to 1/2 inch. And pretty widespread precipitation expected, especially across central, northern, northwest Arizona. And that is because we do anticipate a significant increase in moisture late next week. We'll talk about what's going on with that right now as we get to the models. Here we go. This is the GFS. It's the 06Z run. This is valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, there's our trough moving out of the southwestern United States. Heights still just a touch below average. So what it means down at the surface for the rest of the day today. Sunny, just another absolutely pristine day out there. High temperatures, mid to upper 70s. Get out and enjoy it. Give those air conditioners at least a little bit of a rest for the most part. Now, tonight, we'll have a few clouds around, but otherwise, partly cloudy in the evening, mostly clear overnight with lows. Well, we could get down in the 40s in the cool spots. Generally low to mid 50s for the urban core. Tomorrow, it's more the same, although with sunny sky, we'll warm up just ever so slightly back toward the upper 70s and low 80s. Mid 80s are likely on Sunday with mostly sunny sky. Now, as we go into next week, a trough is going to be gradually developing and deepening off the west coast. The flow aloft turns more westerly to southwesterly with time. And so some high clouds will start to come into the mix on Monday, especially later on Monday. High temperatures, though, still pretty warm. Low to mid 80s. I expect more low to mid 80s even on Tuesday with partly sunny sky. Wednesday, clouds continue to thicken as they increase across the region. We'll see some rain coming into the California coast, and high temperatures for us should be still probably in the low 80s. We could maybe sneak toward the mid 80s here. But then by Wednesday night and Thursday, that trough continues and really deep layered southwest flow comes in. We tap into some subtropical moisture, and look what happens for the day on Thursday. Rain increasing and becoming widespread, especially over Southern California, moving into Arizona at that time. We're going to introduce rain chances into the forecast. That's something we haven't had around here for a while. Right now, we've got the rain chance at 40% here for Phoenix next Thursday. We may need to bump that up further on future forecast runs, but this is looking more and more like at least a fairly good widespread precipitation event. Will it be significant rain? Our models are trending in that direction. Of course, it's still about a week out, so we have lots of time to evaluate this, but signs are definitely becoming more encouraging toward the possibility of decent rain around here. And with that also, temperatures will be headed down if this verifies. Highs probably drop back toward the low and middle 70s. Now, this won't be a big blast of real cool air as this is tapping into more subtropical moisture. So temperatures shouldn't cool off that much. Overnight lows will come up with all that precipitation around. We'll see lows mostly in the 50s to about 60 next week. So our 40-degree lows, our 40s, will be gone for a while. Here's a week from today. This is Friday, the 17th. Again, that deep upper low off the west coast. Plenty of southwesterly flow, plenty of moisture around, so we'll continue with rain chances out here. And temperatures down a bit. Going out 10 days. This is Sunday the 19th. High pressure is nosing in from the west as that trough is beginning to become elongated, starting to shear out here. Still some clouds around if that verifies. And temperatures likely to start coming back up. At least that's what the GFS says. The European still continues troughing here over the southwest. So there's a number of different solutions out here. How this plays out, still anybody's guess. This is a question that we had in YouTube comments. This is from David Nielsen, and he wants to know about taking a look at the hypothetical models here with how this precipitation event could play out. And we do this every day, of course, but we'll give you the full look here. This is the GFS ensemble, rainfall for Phoenix. This goes out through the 24th of the month. And you got 30 members in this ensemble. And the ensemble mean is coming up close to an inch. Every member has at least some precipitation. Some are up over 2 inches. So over the next couple of weeks. And we'd love to see that. Just an area that is just desperate for rain. Once again, drought conditions are worsening day by day across much of southern and central Arizona. So we could really use that precipitation. Then we look at the European ensemble. We got 51 members here, and basically all of them show rain as well. The ensemble mean about almost 2/3 of an inch. So again, encouraging signs. These numbers continue to trend up. And we've talked about this for a while. The pattern was going to change mid-month or just after mid-month. And that is how it does appear things are shaping up. How long this pattern change lasts, that remains to be seen too. All right, one other question we'll get to here. This relates to how many times throughout the history here in Phoenix have we come in with under 4 inches of rain for the year? And the reason this is being asked is because, of course, this has been a very dry year. We're at 3.03 inches total right now. That would put us, I believe, tied for I think that's third place in terms of the driest on record. And I'll show you 13 times in history we have had under 4 inches of rain here in Phoenix, keeping in mind that weather records go back to 1896 here in Phoenix. So about 127, 128 years of record keeping. And 13 times we've come in with under 4 inches of rain. And so there you go. And now as we take a look at temperatures off the national blend of models, yes, we will warm it up this weekend and early next week. Highs getting back up into the 80s. But then look, as we go later into next week with moisture increasing, temperatures come down, and I suspect we could be a little bit lower than what's shown here. The NBM has shown kind of a bias toward warmer than average or warmer temperatures, and of course with good reason, because we have been so far above average for so long now. But still, this is an encouraging thing. We're happy to see that. Temperatures trending on down. It'll really feel like fall around here, especially if we can finally get some rain. Will it be drought-busting rain? That's a good question, too. All right, well, that'll do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back on Monday morning, but of course, updates before that if necessary. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. I'll let you know that the executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona. Talking about my Michelle, so check her out. Also, I will remind you that if you really like what we do here and you want to support us monetarily, you can click on that little thanks icon below the video here on YouTube and donate to us monetarily. $2, $5, $500. It's all good. Every dollar helps and goes a long way to support this channel and what we do here. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, all of your continued support, your photos, everything else. So greatly appreciated. Please be safe out there. You guys have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.